one chip.
One. Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs, surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
He's a traitor!
Noble Prophet of Truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The Council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
Hey, it was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
The plating was about to fail. There's viscosity throughout the gel layer. Optics, totally fried. And let's not even talk about the power supply. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
Tell that to the Covenant.
Well, I guess it was all obsolete anyway. Your new suit's a Mark 6, just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. Please look at the top light. Good. Now look at the bottom light. Alright, look at the top light again. That's it. Now the bottom one. Okay. Everything checks out. Stand by. I'm gonna offline the inhibitors. Move around a little, get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper. Pay attention, because I'm only going over this once. This station will test your recharging energy shields. Are you listening to me? Your new armor shields are extremely resilient, very efficient. Bingo! As you can see, they recharge a lot faster. If your shields go down, find some cover, wait for the meter to read fully charged.
That, or he can hide behind me. You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training wheels.
His armor's working fine, Johnson. You're free to go, son. Just remember, take things slow.
Don't worry, I'll hold his hand.
So, Johnson, when you gonna tell me how you made it back home in one piece?
Sorry, Guns. It's classified.
My ass! Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2 scope.
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him an invitation. Earth. Haven't seen it in years. When I shipped out for basic, the orbital defense grid was all theory and politics. Now look, the Cairo is just one of 300 geosync platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through a Covenant capital ship. coordinated fire from the Athens and the Malta, nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece. Ships have been arriving all morning. Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
What is happening, my good people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kyle, and today we are starting a brand new game. Well, not really a brand new game. It's an old game. It's Halo 2 Anniversary Edition on the Master Chief Collection. And yeah, we're continuing the Halo series. I played Halo Combat Evolved a couple months back, if you watched that. And in that playthrough, I challenged myself to do Legendary without dying, and I think I held my own for the most part. There was some hiccups here and there, but we don't talk about those. But anyway, now we're going to continue with Halo 2, which is notoriously known for being really, really hard on Legendary, to the point where it's almost just unfair. So, yeah. Anyway, so first level on here is called Cairo Station. Basically, you're on one of the UNSC space stations, and the Covenant come and attack you, and they say, "What's up?" And you're like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And yeah. So there's 13 total levels in this Halo 2 campaign, and we're going to do all of them with the intention of not dying. It's going to be a really tough task. I did a lot of hard work and dedication doing this, so I hope you guys enjoy watching me play through Halo 2 without dying, starting with Cairo Station. And yeah, so basically how it works is if I do die, I have to restart the level, and I just have to play through every single level without dying, and that's basically it. So yeah, there's going to be a cutscene here, so
I'll show me there wouldn't be any cameras.
And you told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief, to give them hope. So smile, would you? Well, we still got something to smile about.
Drawn quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure?
Gentlemen, we're lucky to have you back. Go ahead, Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io. We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to make this quick.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Sergeant Major, the Colonial Cross is awarded for acts of singular daring and devotion. For a soldier of the United Earth Space Corps,
There can be no greater heresy. Let him be an example for all who would break our covenant.
Commander Miranda Keyes, your father's actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service. His bravery in the face of impossible odds reflects great credit upon himself and the UNSC. The Navy has lost one of its best.
base ruptures directly off our battle cluster.
Show me.
15 Covenant capital ships holding position just outside the kill zone.
This is Fleet Admiral Harper. We are engaging the enemy.
Negative, Admiral. Form a defensive perimeter around the cluster. Commander, get to your ship. Link up with the fleet.
Yes, sir.
You have the mech gun, Cortana. As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right. The fleet that destroyed Reach was 50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts. Boarding craft and lots of them.
They're going to try to take our mech guns offline. Give their capital ships a straight shot at Earth. Master Chief, defend this station.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon.
Right this way.
I think they did a really great job with the cutscenes in this game. I mean, they just made this feel like a movie. Alright, so first things first, we gotta grab a gun.
About time you showed up.
And basically, this first part, there's just a wave of Covenant enemies. Bunch of elites and grunts, just like usual.
They're in standard formation. Little bastards.
And, yeah. So, the Marines here, they're pretty useless. And it's pretty much up to you to kill all these elites and grunts. I don't know why I shot Johnson in the balls there, but I think I'm just fucking around. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. A couple of waves coming out of this first door here. And the best way that I feel is to just sit back behind this barrier and just shoot them all down. Take out the grunts, and then take out the elites. They fall pretty quickly. I mean, not as quick as you'd like, but still relatively quickly. They're just blue elites, so that's like the lowest level of elites. And it kind of pisses me off because there's elites that spawn up there, which is kind of annoying. It took me a couple tries to get through this part, but no biggie. I did do a lot of practice before I started this campaign. And then I actually did some recordings where I failed, so that'll be fun to show. I'd like to do a compilation video of like all my failures through each level. And I think that'll be a fun little extra thing to do. But this level, compared to the rest of the Halo 2 levels, it's not too bad. It's just about knowing where the enemies are, which I think is, obviously I'll probably get into this multiple times throughout the campaign, but it's just kind of hard to play this campaign, especially if you're like a first-timer, because the way you want to do this campaign, if you're doing it on Legendary, is you have to just know where everyone is. Like all the enemies, like where they spawn, how many of them there are, and you just have to be ready for it. And I don't feel like that's the best way to play a game. Like when you play a game, you want it to be surprising and like a challenge. But I mean, I don't know. I'm nothing close to like a professional at this game. Not trying to speedrun or anything. I take my time throughout most of these levels, and just the whole premise is to just not die. That's the whole point. So yeah, but I wanted to do this on the channel because it's one of my favorite games of all time. I kind of go back and forth between this one and Halo 1 as like my favorite campaigns. This one's fun, but it's just so frustrating. But Halo 1's really well balanced. But anyway, there's just a lot of this, like kind of taking one guy out at a time. And surprisingly, this level has a shit ton of enemies for like a first level. It really just kind of throws you right in. And I don't know. So this part up here is kind of a pain because there's that elite, whatever the hell that is, dropship, I guess. It's just gonna keep spitting out elites and grunts, and yeah, and that's really all there is in this level. It's just elites and grunts. No jackals, surprisingly. It's the only level, or I should say one of the only levels that doesn't have a sniper jackal, which is nice, you know. We'll get into sniper jackals when we get to the next level, and pretty much the rest of them after that. But yeah, this is definitely, like I said, one of the easier Halo levels. So I did a lot of plasma pistol battle rifle combo. I don't know if I act like a noob by doing that, because I feel like that's a really cheap way to like kill enemies in this game, but I just feel like you have to. And of course I'm just jumping up and down like a dumbass. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, this is just how you gotta play this game sometimes. And I think that's the last wave, maybe? I think I'm gonna go back for some ammo here. Yeah. But of course the door's closed now, so I can't get any more ammo. But I think there's more ammo in the next part. And those white elites are insanely strong. It is ridiculous how many shots it takes to kill the white elites. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess I did read somewhere they have like 4 times overshield. So they're basically 4 times stronger than like regular elites. Or, you know, they have more health. I can't even stick him, so. But the good thing is, the plasma pistol takes down his shield, just like any other elite, and then you can just shoot him once with the battle rifle in the head. Just like that.
Check it out. The Malta's already driven up its board.
Malta, what is your status? Over.
I don't believe it! They're retreating! We won!
So it's kind of like an awkward part of the level because it's just a lot of silence, I guess, to let you catch your bearings. But there's going to be a group of elites that come out of that bottom door like right now, and I think I threw my grenade a little too early, but I was able to handle these elites fine. I like to go on top of the Pelican just because I feel really exposed down there. But I think I do have a bit of trouble here just taking them out. It takes me a little bit. But I definitely learned a lot about this game as I played it, and kind of, you know, I tried not to look at like other people doing it. I don't consider that cheating, but I definitely wanted to do this on my own without any sort of guidance or help, because I have played through this campaign a lot throughout my childhood and everything. But I've never challenged myself to do something like this in these games, and I've always wanted to do something like this. So this is another part that's more of the same as the last room. There's just a lot of elites that come out of that thing, whatever that is, and you just have to kind of mow them down one by one. I think one of the most important things about Halo 2, if you're doing it on Legendary and doing it how I'm doing it, is just patience. There's a lot of enemies and a lot of bullshit that goes on in this campaign, and you'll see it when I die in a couple of levels in the future. This one, like I said, relatively easy, not too bad to manage. But when I get to Outskirts and Metropolis and all these other levels, pretty much every single one I struggle at 1 or 2 or maybe 3 parts or multiple parts, and it takes me quite a while to get past most of these levels. But I had a grand idea to record myself dying even, so I just recorded everything, and then if I failed I'd stop the video and I'd clip that death, or I'd trim it down to that death, and I'd include it in a separate video for everyone else's entertainment. My frustration turns into entertainment, so that's just how it is. But anyway, still killing all these elites. I think when the Sword Elite comes out, that's the second to last wave. I played it so much, but it's been a while, and they almost got me there. The crazy thing about Halo 2 is how quick you die, because this game's broken in a lot of different ways, and that's what makes it so difficult. Because it's not necessarily about the well-balanced difficulty. There's nothing to do with it. It's non-existent. But you know, in this campaign, it's just everyone that is against you is so much stronger than you. Even the grunts, you know, like if you try to shoot down a grunt by something other than a headshot, it takes forever, and it's like, why would they do it like that, you know? Because Master Chief, he's supposed to be Master Chief. He's a strong Spartan who's like superhuman almost, and the fact that he can just die like a little bitch in 1 second in this game is just, it's pathetic, and it's so broken. And I don't know, the developers just did not flesh out this difficulty at all on Halo 2. But I think that's what gives it its charm a little bit, you know? It's like, it's a love-hate relationship with this game, but personally I really enjoy the challenge. Obviously there's a lot of frustration that comes with it, but I still enjoy it. And I think that's important. Some people don't like this game, and that's fine. That's their opinion. But personally, I like the challenge. It's a unfair challenge, but a challenge at best. This next part's kind of tricky because there's a couple of invisible elites that come in. One on each side of the door. Stick that one. Go over here before he gets his invisibility going. You can see how timid I am at some parts of this level, or any level, because I just don't know how accurate they're gonna be. You know, they're usually super accurate. But anyway, now that that part's done, grab some more ammo. And there's another wave of enemies in this room. It's kind of just navigating through the entire space station is what this level's all about. And of course, like they were saying, there's a bomb and you gotta go defuse it because you're Master Chief and you're supposed to be like this big badass and all that, but on Legendary, you are nothing more than a wimpy Marine, basically. That's what you are in Legendary on Halo 2. And I almost got stuck there. My heart might have skipped a few beats when I was playing that. Grunts will sneak up on you like that. They'll just throw grenades and you don't even know it. It's so crazy how accurate the plasma pistol is too. Because like, they'll just heat seek any enemy, and the only way it misses is if they're behind a solid wall or a barrier. Same with the needler, which is really frustrating if you're the one getting shot at with a needler. It's like you can't dodge it. You can't block it, you can't dodge it, nothing.
All personnel, prepare to abandon the station.
I mean, it's such a nice, it's a lifesaver, you know, having the headshot and the plasma pistol combo. It's just so good. And it's so weird, this part, that elite down there, usually I missed that shot, which is kind of sad. He usually like teleports down to the turret that's down there, but this time he didn't do that, which I was okay with. I didn't really care, killed him either way. And it's just kind of crazy how I sort of know all the little things about this game after playing it so many times. I mean, it makes sense, you know, you learn things as you play them multiple times or watch something or whatever the case may be. Shit ton of enemies that come out of there. Gotta be careful, because they will kill you in a millisecond. And those white elites are so annoying. Like, if you don't have a plasma pistol, you're screwed. The only other way to kill them is like efficiently is plasma grenade, sticky. Now we hook it back up with Johnson. I don't know how he got over here, but he is over here now.
Don't worry, man. We're on.
Usually a second wave down at the end of this hallway. I don't think you have to fight them. You could go down the other door and it'll go to the next part, but that was a little risky there. I should have stayed back. But I'm so good at this game that I got through it clearly, no problem. Now, I don't know what they were shooting at there, but I'm just gonna move on. This next part is kind of tricky. There's a couple of what do you call them, jetpack elites. I don't know what they're actually called, but they're kind of annoying because they always have dual wield plasma rifles, and that can be a little problematic for Master Chief because he's a weakling, and dual wield weapons are not good for him. They kill him real quick. So I gotta just keep my distance, try and kill him from a distance.
Chief, get to the bomb, double time. Cortana, prioritize targets and fire at will.
So yeah, we just got tasked with taking down this group of elites and defusing the bomb. The cutscene at the end of this mission is so badass too. It's like how Master Chief should be if you didn't have to play like such a bitch.
Echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers. Take them out one by one. Second echelon, keep those carriers busy.
Now, there's a couple of different ways to do this part. There's a couple of drones, not a couple, a lot of drones that come in. I don't know why, but I had a phase where I would go to this corner and just take them out one by one, but I feel like it was kind of leaving me exposed. In the future, I found what was more effective is to just stay at the door next to the outdoor area I was just at and just shoot them from a distance, and they don't come flying at you from there. But here, after I hit these boxes a few more 100 times, these bugs, they can kind of fly towards you, and I've been screwed over a few times trying to do this when I was just practicing. But as you can see, I was trying to set up the boxes to sort of give me a little bit of cover, but they were big boxes, so it wasn't really helping. And then don't know how I didn't die on this part, because I feel like I should have. They were on both sides of me, and I was ready to give up. I thought that was going to be it, but I didn't die, surprisingly. So yeah, this is obviously what you all came for. Watch me hit a box 100 times, so I'm just going to keep doing that. Or maybe I'll finally shoot some enemies. Look at that. It's just hard. I mean, the drones in this game, they're really annoying. Like, they're not strong, but if they gang up on you, I mean, you're dead, because they come from so many different angles. And the plasma pistol, I mean, any gun in this game just fucks Master Chief up so bad, so quickly. I mean, you basically, in this game, you are the weakest player in this game, or the weakest character, besides, like, the little tiny infection forms. But I mean, like, it's just, it's bullshit. I mean, they really didn't balance this game very well, but I've learned to love it a little bit in a weird way. I don't know. I'm all for the challenge. And see, if that elite shot me one more time, I might have been dead. Maybe 2 more times. But just gonna bunny hop. Watch out for the grenade. Those friends will get you with the grenades. They will get you. And this damn elite won't fucking die either. Jesus. Missed him again. There we go. Okay. I didn't pick up a single grenade in that part either. That's kind of shitty. So I'm going to run back, get some ammo, and then we're going to start the elevator, go through the last outdoor part of this mission, and we're pretty much almost done with the mission. There's 2 more parts to this mission. But this part, I mean, it's not hard, but it's a little tricky, and you could get caught, you know, just if you're not careful. I think I was just admiring the graphics at this point. Because, I mean, it is kind of a trip, you know. I played Halo 2 a lot growing up, and even the classic graphics, I mean, obviously they don't age well when you look at today's standards for video games, but, I mean, they did a really good job with what they could do back in 2004. I mean, Halo 2 was like an upgrade of Halo 1 at the time. And, I mean, Halo 1 had this nostalgic feel to it regardless.
The carriers are breaking through, sir. They're heading
There was
straight for
definitely
the
an
Cairo.
improvement with Halo 2. Naturally. I mean, it's 3 years later, so, you know.
Admiral, do what you can against the second.
Everyone, form up.
But I love what they did with the anniversary graphics in this game. It just looks so awesome. And the cutscenes, I mean, the cutscenes are, like I said earlier, it's like a movie. It's just really cool.
first carrier completely ignored us, sir. Blew through
Look
the
how
Malta's
ridiculous that
debris
plasma
field and
pistol
headed
is.
straight for Earth.
It just follows that target anywhere. It's ridiculous. And luckily, those jetpack elites, they don't have as much health, which is nice. So, I mean, I don't have to use a plasma pistol to take them out. It's just, it's more effective and easier because they'll just die after one headshot once their shield is down, which is nice. There's two more that come over that ledge there. There they are. But I mean, it almost took me a full clip to take out an elite. That's still kind of a lot. Usually, this last elite gives me trouble, like every single time. I don't know why. It's just hard because once his friend dies, he just kind of hides in that corner, and then he kind of just flies out of nowhere at times. And yeah, I don't really know where he is this time. There he is. And there we go. So I'm going to run back and grab that other plasma pistol, because this last part has... I mean, I'm trying to think of a realistic number. I think it's 10 elites, maybe more, which is a lot.
Just so you know, there are quite a few elites guarding the bomb. You may need to get creative.
Thank you, Cortana. So yeah, like I said, a lot of elites here, and they're ready to mow you down. So we're just gonna hop over this box, just keep doing that, do that about 10 more times, and we're golden. It took me a while to get this part of the level down because it is kind of frustrating, and you also gotta worry because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes there's an elite on the left that'll try and flank you, and he'll just take you out real quick. So that's another thing you gotta worry on this part. You can see what I mean by the soundtrack here at this part. I mean, the idea of this music is to just make you feel like a badass, and I think they succeeded. I love it so much. But yeah, I got the white elite, so that's good. That's a plus. Just those two elites took my shield almost all the way down completely. Oh, another white elite, look at that. I definitely get nervous when I play these levels because I'm just like, God damn, please don't die, please don't die. And I think that was all of them, but I'm just prepared just in case there's one more. Yep. And that was Cairo Station.
Me inside your head now.
This cutscene is amazing. I love it. Great intro to Halo 2, in my opinion.
How much time was left?
You don't want to know.
Cairo, this is an Emberclad. The carrier shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their...
Oof.
Permission.
Nice. Love that line. Classic. I mean, if you were able to do something like this in the campaign, that would be so badass.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
So, stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy.
Oh my god.
Just one question. What if you miss?
I won't.
Chief, get inside. Gear up.
We're taking this fight.
Hell yeah. And by the surface, she means Earth. So yeah, that was Cairo Station. Relatively easy level. I did it in 21 minutes, so in my opinion, it's a really good introduction. And as you can see there, 145 kills, 0 deaths. And yeah, so that was Cairo Station. There's going to be some longer levels coming up in the future. Outskirts is relatively short. I'd say a half hour or so from what I remember, I think. Same with Metropolis, but we get into some pretty long and crazy levels. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really excited to show off my Halo 2 skills from what I have. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.